If you don't know what Skylanders is, first of all, you haven't been born around the time period. Secondly, Skylanders was a great game. It was developed by Activision and it came out around the 2010s. The first game was Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. The second game was Skylanders Giants. The third game was Skylanders Trap Team. Then there was Skylanders Superchargers. And the last game was Skylanders Imaginators. And those games were very good because they brought unique and interesting characters. And each character had a different element. You had undead characters, you had tech characters, you had magic characters, you had water characters, you had life. And eventually they brought in light and dark. And this game, like Lego Dimensions, which if you haven't watched my Lego Dimensions video, you should do that and come back to this one. And it was like Disney Infinity, which both of those games were Toys to Life games. One being a Lego game, the other being a Toys to Life game with Disney characters. But this game was different. I believe this game was what started the whole Toys to Life stuff. And Skylanders is no longer being made, at least for the consoles and such. I don't know what's going on with it now, but I would like to see a Skylanders remaster where all of the games are packed into one. And it would be called Skylanders The Adventure or something. Where you have all the games packed into one. When you first boot up the game, you would choose what game you would want to play. Similar to Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. You would choose what game you would want to play, and this wouldn't be a Toys to Life game, so you wouldn't need like the Portal of Power, which that's what connected the game to real life. So when you start off, you would choose what character you would want to play as. And you would have like this little selection screen. And you would be given a select amount of characters. And after that level is over, you would unlock those characters and you would have a free roam a free play mode where you could go back into those levels, get all the collectibles you want, and it was a very interesting and very fun game and nostalgic game. I never played Skylanders blanking. I never played Superchargers. I never played Skylanders Superchargers. But if no one played a particular Skylanders game and this remake did happen, which I don't know if it ever will happen, then that's probably how I would play Superchargers. Like the Lego Dimensions game, I spoke about a remaster. All of the toys to life aspect would not be there. It would be, everything would be in the game, everything would be a part of the game. There wouldn't be a toy pad or whatever you needed in the original game. Everything would be in the game. You would get a select amount of characters. You would choose the character you would want to start off with, and it would just be a graphical upgrade, performance issue, fixing any problems the original game had. And yeah, it would be a really fun game. You could throw in like DLC in there. Like I believe there was this one pack called the Lost Imaginite Mines. In the original, that would be a pack you would need to pick up. And you had like this, I believe it came with, I think a bronze and silver Imaginite chest, and it came with a character known as Robo for Skylanders Imaginators. So what you would do, if I'm remembering this correctly, you would put the character down on the portal, and in the game, the Lost Imaginite Mines would appear. But for the remake of the Skylanders games, you would just need to download the Lost Imaginite Mines DLC for the Skylanders remake. And once you download that DLC for that specific part of the game, or that specific game or something, it would just appear in the game. You would get the character, you would get the chest, and you would get the level, which that's what the Lost Imaginite Mines is, a level. So rather than needing to spend like, I don't know, $30, $12 or something, originally when Skylanders Imaginators came out, if they did this remake you wouldn't need to go out and buy the pack originally. You would just need to download it. Whatever specific thing there was in a specific title, all you would need to go to is whatever store you got the game for and download that. And it would be simple. It would be easy, such as downloading a DLC for a game or downloading whatever. I think these nostalgic games should have remakes. So, say if you were younger in like 2017 or something, and there was a remake for Skylanders, you could download the game, play through whatever Skylanders title you want, get the DLC for the specific title you enjoyed, and you could really have a blast playing this nostalgic game. I think this should be obvious for people who grew up on these games to get remasters and play something very nostalgic, something very dear to their heart. And I just think it would be a good idea for these classic games to get remasters. So if you enjoyed them as a kid, you could go through the game again and enjoy it as an adult. I just really think this should be obvious to do. And we could, if it's not possible, then we should hopefully try and make it possible. Because I have some classic games that I would like to enjoy, but they have not been remade for modern day consoles, like the Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Switch 2, the PlayStation consoles, the Xbox consoles. I just really think it should be obvious to have classic games like Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego Batman 2, Lego Star Wars 3, the Clone Wars, and especially the Skylander games to get remasters. It should be obvious that games like these should have remasters. Because I find it baffling that we already don't have remasters of these games. And I don't care if they're not popular enough. If it's nostalgic enough, heck, if it's nostalgic at all, they should already be remastered. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Should the Skylanders games get remastered? Or should it be left up to its original state where you need to go out and buy the actual toys and the actual game to play. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and share if you know someone who played Skylanders when they were younger. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.